At 56, the tragedy of Will Smith is beyond heartbreaking, not because he hasn't lived a life of extraordinary success, but because beneath the surface of fame, fortune, and global recognition lies a man who has endured public humiliation, personal struggles, and an inner battle with identity that fame has only magnified. Will Smith, once celebrated as the ultimate American success story, rising from a Philadelphia teenager with a knack for clever rhymes to becoming a Grammy-winning rapper, the star of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and later one of Hollywood's most bankable leading men, has watched as the carefully built image of charm, positivity, and invincibility has slowly unraveled. His dazzling smile and undeniable charisma made him a global icon. But behind that public mask, Smith has wrestled with a lifetime of emotional scars, including the trauma of witnessing domestic abuse in his childhood home, something he later admitted haunted him for decades. The tragedy of his later years intensified when the world witnessed his career-defining implosion at the 2022 Academy Awards, where a single impulsive act, the slap heard around the world, shattered the pristine reputation he had spent over 30 years cultivating. In one night, the man who had once been celebrated as Hollywood's golden boy became the subject of ridicule, condemnation, and endless memes, with many wondering if his legacy had been permanently stained. But that public downfall was only part of a larger picture. In candid interviews and his memoir, Smith admitted to battling insecurity, guilt, and the crushing pressure of always needing to be the perfect entertainer. Husband and father, roles that left him exhausted and, at times, hollow inside. His long and often tumultuous marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith, laid bare for the world through their own public disclosures, further exposed the painful reality that even the most glamorous partnerships can be riddled with fractures. The infamous Red Table Talk episodes revealed marital strife, infidelity, and emotional distance, details that turned their personal life into a public spectacle and left Smith humiliated before millions of fans. Yet, even in his pain, Smith has sought redemption, speaking openly about therapy, healing, and spirituality, but the damage to his once flawless image remains a wound that may never fully heal. Financial strain, career uncertainty, and the relentless judgment of the public have all piled onto a man who once seemed untouchable. For fans who grew up with his music, laughed at his sitcom antics, and cheered for him in blockbusters like Independence Day, Men in Black, and Alley, the contrast between the fresh-faced superstar of the 1990s and the embattled, soul-searching figure of today is jarring. At 56, Will Smith's story is one of triumph shadowed by heartbreak, a reminder that even the brightest stars can stumble and that the world is often merciless when they do. His tragedy lies not in failure, but in the painful realization that no amount of fame, money, or accolades can shield a man from the demons of his past, the weight of public judgment, and the heartbreak of discovering that even legends are human after all.